No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Clemson is quick to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. We're seeing it here.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Florida State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Gives it on the option. It's a running room. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about...
Makes the grab at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no no gain on the play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving...
Touchdown, Florida State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And it's blocked. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. You know, a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
The Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to the big tight end and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a...
There he goes. He's loose. He's at the touchdown Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Dampier. Moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Using the quick game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On the run, it's Hardy. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the 1st down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. So we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now. That is a staple of this sport.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they're able to get him down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Archer. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. That gets them back to within 10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 100. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are... after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clemson jumps to the line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Steps away to find some room. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half. But you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, with a nice stop here.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Davis. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Fires to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Makes the quick grab. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Fafita. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. Quick step and go. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Sometimes you dial up the right place, sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a 3rd down conversion for this offense. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Buying some time. Nice move there. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Moving away from pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. There's a live football. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Wants to throw on first down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Quarterback extends the play. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. But a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. On the direct snap, it's Davis. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Gets rid of it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a